Welcome to the Echo of the Soul. What if the very thing you've been chasing your entire life is the reason it keeps escaping you? Most people spend years pursuing happiness. They believe it's waiting somewhere ahead of them. One achievement away, one relationship away, one breakthrough away, one more victory away. And so they run. They run toward success, toward recognition, toward wealth, toward approval, toward the next milestone they are convinced will finally make them feel complete. But something strange keeps happening. They reach the destination they once dreamed about, and the feeling doesn't last. The promotion comes. The excitement fades. The relationship begins. The novelty disappears. The goal is achieved. The satisfaction slowly dissolves. And suddenly, they find themselves chasing the next thing. The cycle repeats. Again, and again, and again. But before we go deeper, subscribe to the Echo of the Soul and leave a like. This channel exists for those who seek truth beneath appearances, for those who feel there is something deeper hidden beneath the surface of ordinary life. Every subscription helps these messages reach the people who need them most. The truth is that happiness has become one of the greatest illusions of the modern world. We've been taught that happiness is a destination, a place we arrive at, a reward waiting at the end of our efforts. But what if that belief is completely wrong? What if happiness was never meant to be a destination at all? Psychologists have spent decades studying what truly creates a fulfilling life. Their findings reveal something surprising. Lasting happiness is not found in constant pleasure. It is not found in endless comfort. It is not found in permanent excitement. Instead, genuine well-being emerges from something much deeper. It comes from meaningful relationships. It comes from growth. It comes from purpose. It comes from engaging fully with life, even when life becomes difficult. And perhaps most importantly, it comes from accepting that no human being is meant to feel happy all the time. Yet society tells us the opposite. We scroll through endless images of smiling faces. We see people displaying perfect vacations, perfect relationships, perfect lifestyles. And slowly, we begin to believe that happiness is a permanent state everyone else has somehow discovered except us. But appearances can be deceiving. Many people who seem to have everything still feel empty inside. Many who possess wealth, fame, and status continue searching for something they cannot name. Because external success cannot fill an internal void. This is what psychologists call the happiness trap. The belief that happiness exists somewhere in the future. The belief that life will finally begin once a certain condition is met. The belief that fulfillment is always just around the corner. But every time we arrive, the horizon moves. The finish line shifts. And the chase continues. There is another concept that explains why this happens. It's called the hedonic treadmill. Imagine running on a treadmill. No matter how fast you move, you remain in the same place. Life works similarly. When good things happen, we adapt. When bad things happen, we adapt. Human beings possess an incredible ability to normalize their circumstances. The dream house eventually becomes ordinary. The dream job becomes routine. Even extraordinary achievements lose their emotional intensity over time. The mind constantly adjusts. And because of this, happiness cannot depend entirely on circumstances. If it does, we become prisoners of an endless pursuit. So what is the alternative? Contentment. Contentment does not mean giving up ambition. It does not mean settling for less. It means learning to appreciate the present while continuing to grow. It means finding peace without needing everything to be perfect. It means understanding that fulfillment is built from daily habits rather than dramatic life-changing moments. The path toward contentment begins with a simple shift. Stop asking, "How can I become happy?" Start asking, "How can I create a meaningful life?" Because meaning survives where pleasure fades. Purpose survives where excitement disappears. Connection survives where temporary emotions come and go. Over the next 7 days, you can begin making that shift. On the first day, focus on gratitude. Take a moment to recognize 3 things you already have that once existed only as wishes. Notice how much of life you've been overlooking. On the second day, reconnect with someone important. A conversation can heal parts of the soul that success never touches. On the third day, practice stillness. Sit quietly. Observe your thoughts. Allow yourself to exist without distraction. Many people spend their entire lives running from themselves. Few ever discover the power of simply being present. On the fourth day, perform an act of kindness. Not for recognition, not for praise. Simply because helping another human being reminds us of our shared humanity. On the fifth day, move your body. Walk, run, exercise, dance. Your mind and body were never meant to be separated. Movement awakens something ancient within us. On the sixth day, dedicate time to something meaningful. Create, learn, build, serve, contribute. Find something that makes your existence feel larger than yourself. And on the seventh day, disconnect. Turn off the noise. Step away from social media. Step away from endless notifications. Step away from the constant comparison that steals joy from the present moment. Spend time with nature. Read. Reflect. Listen to your own thoughts. You may discover that the peace you've been searching for was never absent. It was simply buried beneath distraction. The journey out of the happiness trap does not happen overnight. But every small step matters. Every moment of gratitude matters. Every act of kindness matters. Every meaningful connection matters. Because happiness was never something you were supposed to catch. It was something you were supposed to cultivate. Like a garden. Patiently. Daily. With care. The people who find lasting fulfillment are not those who avoid pain. They are those who learn how to walk through pain without losing sight of meaning. They understand that life contains both joy and sorrow, victory and failure, light and darkness, and they embrace all of it. Because a meaningful life is not built by chasing happiness. It is built by becoming fully alive. Remember this. The life you've been waiting for does not begin someday. It begins the moment you stop running and start appreciating where you are. And perhaps that moment is today. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the Echo of the Soul, leave a like, and share in the comments one thing you are grateful for right now. Until next time, keep listening to the echo within.